I wanted to make a quick video about stripping your diapers. Recently, for whatever reason, our diapers have just smelled awful. I describe it as a dead giraffe. I've heard it described as rotten radishes. I don't eat radishes, so I wouldn't know, but it smells terrible. And I have three in diapers. At night, my 3 and 5-year-old are still not completely potty trained at night, so they're in cloth diapers, and then I have an 8-month-old also in cloth diapers. And so what happens over time, if you're new to cloth diapering, the bacteria, the detergent, all of that builds up. Even if you use detergent specifically for cloth diapers, it all adds up very quickly. And so even though a lot of times people say, oh, you need to strip when they're not absorbing anymore, my diapers were absorbing just fine. They would stink to high heaven though. When I would go to get specifically my son up, my 5-year-old up in the morning, I would open his door and the whole room would just smell like he was living with a giraffe. And it was just that terrible zoo smell when you walk into the giraffe house. Um, and I stripped. I boiled on the stove, the boil for 30 minutes, rinse them out, boil again for 30 minutes, and nothing worked. They would smell good for a day, and then they would start stinking again. But I actually found this method on Natural Mama's page, and it really does work. Now, I'm going to warn you ahead of time, this is not natural. It does contain bleach, but it is the only thing I found that works. I've tried vinegar, it did not work. I tried grapeseed oil and it did not work. However, grapeseed oil is really more for the yeast, which is not always what causes that funky smell. The yeast will cause a doughy smell. It's the other bacteria and detergent that will cause that funky giraffe radish smell. Now in general, when I'm washing diapers, this is a regular wash. When I just need to, clean them, I do it on cold. I'm in the middle of a thing right now. I just paused it so you could hear me. But I rinse them on cold. And then for the second, I do a quick wash. And then for the second, I do a quick wash on warm with a little bit of Tide, just a touch of Tide, and vinegar. And then I'll rinse them again and warm again. And then put them all in the dryer. I'm very tough on my diapers. Everything goes in the dryer. For the stripping though, what you'll do is if your diapers need to be rinsed, if they're dirty, I would rinse them through on a quick wash cold just to get all that poop or whatever off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put it on. I would not put it on the hottest setting, and this machine is a whitest white. That's as hot as it can get. But I do a normal casual, and then I put it on hot. And then and I'll put this in the comments, you have to use the Blue Dawn. It has to be the blue. It's the original. And it has a degreaser in it, so that's going to get rid of your detergent and anything else that you've maybe used on the diapers. And then you're just going to use a little bit of Clorox. And I'll show you how much I use. Ignore the goop there. I need to clean my machine. I actually use about halfway. So I don't go up to the max line. I go about halfway. And that's because my bleach is concentrated, and I have actually, believe it or not, ruined white shirts by filling it up all the way. But Natural Mama's directions say 1/4 cup for an HE machine, 1/2 cup for a regular machine. I didn't use that much, but you kind of have to work with it. And I also do my wipes at the same time, and I make my wipes from flannel, and it won't ruin the shells, but it will ruin the wipes. It'll not ruin them, but it gets rid of the colors. And I buy the patterns I like. I don't want to ruin them. So, like I said, you'll do one quick wash on cold so that you can get rid of anything, pee or whatever. And then you're going to do, well, this is what I do, but it really depends on what your water heater is set at. I do a normal, casual, hot. Now, Natural Mama says she does a white, hot. Which is fine. I mean, I just don't want anybody to ruin their poll because I told them what to do. So, kind of use your brain about that. And then some machines have a sanitize, like this I think is the same as a sanitize cycle, but that makes the washer extremely hot, and I've actually read that will ruin your pocket diapers, anything with a pole in it. So don't do that. Only I personally recommend normal, casual, hot, but again, you got to use your own conclusion on that because you know your machine. Anyway, so it really does work. It gets rid of that smell. I did all the diapers yesterday, the babies and the toddlers. And so we did, my 5-year-old woke up this morning and no radish smell. I opened his door and there was no funky smell. So this really does work. Anyway, so if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, just let me know. I will be happy to answer, and you can, I'm going to link to Natural Mama's video as well, so you can go over there and see her original video. Okay? I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.